Hi guys, I'm Tia and let's study about the OC layer or also known as Open Systems Interconnection Model. And now let's start our topic for today. What is OC model? The Open System Interconnection Model defines a networking framework to implement protocols in layers with control passed from one layer to the next. It is primarily used today as a teaching tool. It conceptually divides computer network architecture into 7 layers in a logical progression. The OC model was originally conceived as a standard architecture for a building network systems, and many popular network technologies today reflect the layered design of OC. And those layers are physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. And now let's study the first layer that we have. The first layer that we have is physical layer. Physical layer of the OC model is responsible for the ultimate transmission of digital data bits from the physical layer of the data sending device over network communication media to the physical layer of the receiving devices. After that, we have a data link layer. When obtaining data from the physical layer, the data link layer checks for physical transmission errors and packages bits into a data frames. The data link layer also manages physical addressing schemes such as MAC addresses for the Ethernet networks, controlling access of a network devices to a physical medium. And in the network layer, it adds the concept of routing above the data link layer. When the data arrives of the network layer, the source of destination address contained inside each frame are examined to determine if the data has reached its final destination. If the data has reached the final destination, layer 3 formats the data into a packet delivered to the transport layer. And the transport layer delivers data across network connections. Transmission Control Protocol or TCP and User Datagram Protocol or also known UDP are the most common example of transport layer. Different transport protocols may support a range of optional capabilities, including error recovery, flow control, and support for retransmission. And now we are done with transport layer. The next is session layer. Session layers manage the sequence of the flow of events that initiate the tear-down network connection. At a layer 5, it is a build to support multiple types of connection that can create dynamically and run over individual networks. And now we are done in the session layer. After that, we have a presentation layer. The presentation layer has the simplest function of any piece of the OC model. At layer 6, it handles syntax processing of message data, such as format conversion and encryption or decryption, needed to support the application layer above it. And now we are done to the presentation layer. After that, our last layer is application layer. Application layer supplies network services to end users' application, network services and protocols that work with the user's data. For example, web browser application. That application layer protocol, HTTP, package that data needed to send and receive web page content. This layer 7 provides data to the presentation layer.